Oh, absolutely not. Absolutely not. It's too much work. Like, I feel like I would need to hire somebody just to manage the administrative part of it. Like, nobody has time for that. There are better things that analysts or managers or whoever is handling the admin part can do with their time. I want them working on the deals themselves. I don't want them updating records and spending a ton of time updating spreadsheets. Like, I want them to be able to actually work on the transaction and doing the diligence, myself included, right? When you have disparate systems and you're transferring information from one platform to another or one application to another, it's a very manual process and things can easily slip through the cracks. You update a spreadsheet in one place and maybe you have a Smartsheet or something else hooked up to it and you forgot to update the same thing there, right? There's a greater chance of information not flowing the way that you want it to, not just to members of your deal team, but members of the steering committee, your board, sort of everybody that needs to be in the loop on a transaction. My process spanned across all the companies that I worked at. So, I mean, when I first got started, we literally had to build a process up from scratch. We were using sort of plug and play types of apps, Salesforce, Monday.com. Obviously, Excel is a big piece of it as well, kind of how most people have done it. I used Smartsheet at one point, and every sort of application was sort of used for a different purpose, depending on who I was communicating with. And it was just very disparate systems. Even when I joined Infoblox, I mean, everything was basically managed out of an Excel spreadsheet. We didn't really have any sort of end-to-end solution to help us manage our pipeline or diligence or integration or anything like that. Where are we on a particular task? What do I got to do next? And what are the important documents? I don't want to go searching through Outlook or through Teams or, Slack or anything like that for files. Or, even if you have a OneDrive, like I don't want to go searching through to find that particular folder and clicking. It's just easy to have everything uploaded here. I don't like the whole emailing thing because it just opens up a whole other can of worms and you start having discussions about things that are not a priority. So for me,
you just screen share all the stuff and just talk through it?
Yeah, we can do that. We can do the screen share, or more so it's more for myself is like I'll have it open and I don't necessarily need a screen share because it might be an in-person meeting. I'll have essentially an agenda. This will act as my agenda. I have these 5 deals I want to talk about today. Here's where they are. Here are the things that we need to be talking about. This one is flagged for potential tucking. We should take a look at this one. Great, let's talk about it. Excellent. What do you want to know, right? And my CEO says, I want to know what the revenue is or how many employees they have or what are the synergies here. Click right into the record, pull up the information, you have that conversation on the go. Allowing them to have access to anything related to the transaction as we may move from the diligence phase into the integration phase, and having all those teams hooked up into the same platform so that there's a single source of truth for all that information, I think is huge. It absolutely improves deal velocity because it allows you to very quickly analyze and prioritize and target sort of, again, on the pipeline side of things, like which targets you want to pursue. And then as you start to pursue them and move them through the process and you get into diligence and integration, then it really simplifies and streamlines communication and information sharing.